Good morning, day 3 in Branson. If you can't tell from the quacker, we are about ready to ride the ducks. The little vehicles, they're kind of everywhere, but they have one here in Branson. Takes you around the city, ends up in Table Rock Lake. So we're kind of excited. That's how we're going to start our morning today.
So what is a duck? If you didn't know, so a duck is a old military vehicle that they used for transporting soldiers, and it can go on land and water. In case you couldn't tell, looks kind of like a boat with wheels. You can see the propeller in the back there. We get an orange duck.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty gal you got next to you.
Yeah.
Now, then where are y'all from? Oh, you told me. Minnesota. Oh, here with these people?
Yeah. They have to claim them.
Oh, gosh. Okay, we're going to get ready to go anytime you want to, Carol. Folks, please keep your hands, arms, legs, head inside this duck at all times. We get close to docks and trees while we're out here. And if you lose any part of your body, guess what? We don't stop. The General Patton and General Eisenhower said these were one of the 5 most important vehicles to help win World War II. So they kept them in our military all the way into Vietnam. Now, Table Rock Lake doesn't look very big from this angle, but looks are deceiving sometimes. This lake is a little over 80-some miles long. Now, the water that comes through the hydroelectric generators, we have 4 of them here. They'll go through the generators. We go into Lake Titicomo over there. Now, the deepest part of the lake is in front of the dam. It's a little over 200 foot deep. And the water that goes through the generators is about 42 degrees. Look how cold it is down there on that lake. It's a beautiful view in all of Branson right here. But isn't that gorgeous out there? And they put gurneys on the sides. So that's what that was for the gurneys. But that is what it would look like coming off the showroom floor. Duck number TT14 getting ready to enter Table Rock Lake. But I cannot do a splashdown right now, folks, because we're too close to trees here. How many of you have been on the Branson Belle? Isn't that a great cruise? Isn't that show really good to have several shows on the Branson Belle, folks? Source of steering, folks. Only source right there. And she has diesel engines on her, but they don't.
So they have a museum at the end of the ride, and part of it is they have a thing here that's showing how the duck system works with the propeller. So we just got off the duck. What you think?
It was fun, and it's actually longer than I thought. I mean, we were gone
almost
for
an hour and a half.
Yeah, we were gone for a while.
Yeah, but we got to go to like a very high peak and got to see a beautiful view over Table Rock Lake
and Dam.
Can't speak. And we saw some old military vehicles, like the original duck that they would use for military to transport soldiers. And what else did we see? Just a lot of...
And we just, we got to go in, then it kind of ends where it takes you actually into Table Rock Lake. Kind of does a little circle, and then you come back out. So it's kind of nice. There were actually people scuba diving in the lake there, so it's kind of neat.
Yeah, drove around the Branson Belle, so it was a beautiful, good tour. We really enjoyed it.
We had a good time.
Okay, so I think we're going to try to figure out lunch next. Believe it or not, I'm going to go into Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. This used to be one of my favorite places to go in Branson. A little tip, so we can get discounts depending on what show you go. So because we rode the ducks earlier, we have a discount to go to Ripley's, and we bought the duck discounted tickets because we went to the Titanic Museum 2 days before. So we'll get to save a few bucks away. So just something to think about when you're planning things out. So this looks to be a full-size version of Optimus Prime from the Transformers movie. And he is made out of old parts from vehicles. It's an Iron Man made out of car parts. The world's smallest car. Wow. I don't think I could fit in there. I like the look of the building. It's supposed to look like it's after an earthquake or something, where the building is split. And so you'll see throughout the building cracks like in the foundation like that are put into the design. So it looks like part of the floor fell off here, and part of the ceiling's caving in. And look, the fountain out there is split as well. The story of Robert Ripley is that he was a cartoonist and wanted to be a sports reporter, but his curiosity in the odd and unexplained and interesting became a comic that he would write on a daily or weekly basis and put in newspapers of curiosities, and people started making suggestions and whatever that he would explore, and he would write about them. And so it grew over years to these museums of things that he's collected over the years, the auditoriums, and one of them is here in Branson. I've been to a couple, and this one is one of the larger ones that I've been to. Oh, you want to stick your head in there?
What am I supposed to do?
Do what the sign says.
The grab jewel. Okay, so I'm supposed to grab the jewel.
World's largest roll of toilet paper. It's over 4,000 pounds. Or almost 4,000 pounds. And these wedding dresses are made completely out of toilet paper.
I just got so confused. Oh my god. I have to apologize to myself.
You do get into that, don't you? I yelled in too. Didn't even do anything.
It's doing it, you're just missing.
Well, I'm not hitting anything, huh? You so good. Oh my God.
Our country is safe.
Huh?
Our country is safe. Way to go, Mom. You got one out of, I gave you, that was 15 shots. You got one. World's largest ball of string. What's that?
They're German lithopans. Kind of cool. It looks like, and then you light it up.
Bickford. Bickford is made out of disposable razors. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Feeling dizzy. Whoa. Okay. Oh, boy.
Even just standing here, it's like you're just moving.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Having trouble walking straight here.
After Ripley's, we just kind of did some shopping and looked around and went back to our condo for a little bit to rest, change, because we're spending our evening on the Showboat Branson Belle.
And the Branson Belle is just it's a dinner and show. And it's one of those things that we talked about before. Get season tickets, plan ahead, get season tickets, and we got a discount on the Branson Belle because we are season pass holders for Soda City, and other discounts with being the season pass holder. So the Branson Belle we got to see a little bit when we went on the duck tour earlier today. It's a paddle boat that they made. So they built it on land, and then to put it in, they used something like 700 bananas to make it slippery enough that they could slide the bell into the water, because they didn't want to use oils or grease or anything else that might pollute the lake.
We got a good nice view of the stage.
50,000 pounds of beef, 60,000 pounds of chicken. Everything's prepared here on board. Served to you by your hard-working, show-loading wait staff. Yeah. That's how we serve salad. So take that, Olive Garden.
The show started and dinner's been served. I already ate, but I wanted to step out and explore while there's still daylight. So we're on Table Rock Lake, and that looks like the dam over there in the distance. Zoom in a little bit. Looks like we're kind of headed that direction. They had some flooding here the other week. You can still see kind of high up there on the land. Look at the size of the steering wheel on the captain's level there.
Thank you for having fun with all of us. We'll see you at the show. Bye-bye, everyone. Go ahead.
We're on dinner break, or break between dinner and the show. We had a nice dinner. It was
so chicken, pot roast, garlic mashed potatoes, which rivaled your garlic mashed potatoes. They were pretty good. I don't know if they were better, but they were pretty good.
okay.
We had like this cinnamon apple ice cream pie for
Yeah, that was
dessert.
very good.
It was
That was
really
very good.
good. So we're on the top deck of the boat right now. We're about ready. We have a couple minutes yet before they call us in for the show. And then they have like a little variety show, singers, comedy.
We just got back from the Branson Belle. It was a good show. They had a couple singers and a dancer, or singers and dancers, dance group, and a comedian and magician. What did you think of the show?
It was really good. I actually really enjoyed the music. They had a lot of variety. Show tunes, stuff from the 70s, stuff from the 80s. Kind
Movies.
of, yeah, stuff for everyone. The dancers were really talented. There was like a comedian, magician. It was actually kind of disappointing because he really only did, he served as the host for the show. But then when it was his turn to do the act, he only did like really one little skit. Kind of wish he had done a little more because he was really funny.
Yeah.
But other than that, the show was really good, really entertaining.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to call it a night, or we're heading back to Silver City tomorrow, and it'll be our last full day in Branson. So
Yep.
have a good night.